Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
This is a trust exercise, and this tells you how much Rita trusts me because she has no idea what we're talking about. I'm like,
I know you said it was something important and that we really needed to get this podcast, or what's not podcast, this show out today.
Yes. I want
tell me.
Everyone to hear this. So I got it. You know what change.org is? They get different people write in and
petitions. Okay. I think I wrote, I signed something recently for them. I don't remember what it was. Oh, for mom, to get mom to stay on the air.
Oh yeah.
That one.
It works. It works. But yeah, I got alerted to something. So, okay. So I know you probably can't see this on that. Let me see. You kind of
veterinary formula. It's not for me. Flea and tick shampoo contains, what does it contain?
Pyrethrum, which is derived from flowers, kills fleas and ticks on contact.
Looking for my pen. So it's flower essence. So this is a good thing. So it's not the chemicals that we use when we get it from the vet, right? Okay, but
that's what one would think.
Expression. I'm thinking, no, that's not the case, right?
That's what I would think. And I mean, this was great marketing, okay, because this is a buzzword now. It's organic, it's natural, it's
flowers, all natural, holistic flower,
flowers.
We recommend, we recommend flower essence things to our clients
without a doubt, which is why this is brilliant marketing. And it doesn't say it's for cats and dogs. It just says flea and tick shampoo.
Oh, it doesn't say.
No, but I have found other products that
if it doesn't say for cats, I wouldn't use it.
Yeah, well, there are others. Here's one. This is a dip. I hate calling.
I thought you said something else for a second. We let our hair down here about that much.
Yeah, we do. Not that far, huh? Yeah, I don't know. You can see this one is an Adams.
I've heard of Adams brand.
Yep, and it's a flea dip.
But there's a picture of a dog there. Was there a cat? Oh, there was? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Orange cat. I didn't see the cat the first time.
Yep.
Okay.
And it says, I found a lot of things with this in it.
I can tell by your face, this isn't going to be a good, this isn't going to be we're recommending this.
Somebody got fired up and
So what does change.org have to do with this?
Do you remember when we were doing pet sitting and there was a cat that had fleas and the clients left instructions to put the flea drops on the cat and the sitter did it at the beginning of her visit. Thank you, sitter. And remember the cat got so sick and they said it had a reaction to the stuff. Okay.
To wash it off and take him. I think we took him to the vet too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause it could have killed him. So they're right. Pyrethrum is, made from chrysanthemums, moms.
How do you spell that? I want to look it up later.
Pyrethrum, Pyrr.
In case anyone listening wants to look it up too.
Or yes, please. I would encourage. Yes,
is
please.
It Pyrethrum.
Pyrethrum. Yes, rum at the end.
Like Pyrethrum. If anybody wants to look that up. Okay. Please, I'm not going to because I think Linda already did.
I'll tell you. I wish I had all the information together and had the time to really compile it, but I want this out like yesterday. Like, can you reverse time? Okay, so
it's made
from chrysanthemums.
There we go. I'm not frozen now.
Did you freeze?
Yeah.
Are we back?
You did. Okay. So I assume it was me.
I don't know. So it could be me, but okay. So Pyrethrum is made from chrysanthemums. They are correct. However, it's got something in it. You know how, it's made from mums. It's something found in mums, but you know what oleander is, right?
Yeah. And that's all over the place. That's poison. I can't remember what kind of plants it's in right now.
Yeah.
I used to know because there was somebody murdered their husband by poisoning them with
well, that's my point.
oleander.
That's just something I think we need to keep in mind. Just because this is natural and it's from a flower does not mean it's okay. We're not just going out grazing on whatever pops up in the backyard. Some stuff that grows in nature is not healthy. Okay, so
I think oleander is the flower and it's something else that gets derived from it that's poison. But whatever, we digress.
Yeah,
that's a whole other show.
Cats, as you already know, have bizarre livers that are very different from other animals. Mm-hmm. Their livers cannot process pyrethrum.
So why is it in a product that we're supposed to put on them? right?
That's a really good question.
But is it okay to put it on them? They just can't eat it?
I don't want to call anybody.
Huh?
Well, that's it. Yeah. Well, for one thing, and I didn't find this, but we all know that there are such things as transdermals, right? When I used to work with hospice, we used to put patches on them of Phenergan, and it goes through your body.
Cats all the time with
there you
thyroid
go.
medicine.
Yeah, the topical. Yeah. And cats are extremely skin thin. So
they are.
I did not read it's a problem topically, but I'm going to say yes. But the dealio is, I think what I may be slightly off on the number, but I'm pretty sure what I read was that dogs can have up to like 25% pyrethrum. I'm probably saying this wrong, but cats 0.1% pyrethrum. Pyrethrum is a great insecticide. It will kill fleas and ticks and mosquitoes, and it comes in things you can dip. It comes in some of the, which I don't want to call it.
What's the concentration it's in these formulas?
Let's see. Yeah, this one.
I think one of my Amazon Prime, my Echoes is on. Let me turn it off. That might be why we keep freezing.
Okay. Yeah.
So let me try. Yes, we'll turn it off now. Okay.
So this formula has 0.150% in it, which should be fine for your dog, but
still too high for the cat.
0.15 as opposed to 0.01.
But is it just eating it that's bad, or also on their fur?
As far as what I've read, and again, I didn't do a deep dive because we had a behavior call and it can work. And Nikki's upstairs sick from her COVID shot and thinking she's dying. She's, but I did not read anything that said she didn't put on the fur. However, what I read was a lot of dangers. For one thing, it's that, that you put on the back of the neck, and hopefully they can't, go back and lick it.
No, but they can lick it off each other. When they
ding, you win the Cupid doll. Yeah.
I win the prize.
You win the prize. And, they make this in dips. They make this in stuff you can spray your lawn. So if your cat is outside, it can get it off of there.
And if you haven't, I will, the Humane Society national site.org. I think it's their site, might be the ASPCA. They've got like a poison chart of different plants that are poisonous to cats and dogs. We'll have to look and see if that's on there.
Yes. Yeah. They make flea bombs. You know how people take their cats out and set off the bomb? Well, that's laying on your couch, and it's laying on your counters, and it's and if you got to clean up afterwards, most people really focus on cleaning up, their kitchen counters and food prep areas. They're not going to deep clean their couch after setting off a flea bomb, which your cat is now going to lay on and lick, and it's going to get on its fur and I mean, it's just bad.
This worries me because, of course, this is years and years ago, way back in 1988, when my then husband, Jack, and I first moved to Charlotte. We moved into a beautiful house that he picked out. And the people before us had 4 cats. So we only had 1 cat at the time, but they left behind fleas. Okay. So we found this company that spread this stuff that was non-toxic, was all flower essences and stuff. And we didn't have to leave the house, and the cats didn't have to leave the house. I wonder if it was that. Of course, there's no way to know now. That was how many years ago.
So much stuff. I mean, like I said, I didn't take the time, me, I go down a rabbit hole and spend 3 hours on something for strangers like this, but I didn't. I did a search for Flea Pyrethrum cats, and I came up with all kinds of products.
Ooh.
Amazon, it's on Chewy. Everything I order is from Chewy.
Oh,
and I love Chewy. I'm sure they just don't know. I'm sure they don't. They have 8 zillion things on there, and they don't have time to. But
I'm sure they don't check out every single. You know how many items they carry. I'm sure it's on Amazon too.
It is.
And probably Petco and PetSmart and every other.
In the form of flea collars, flea dips, flea sprays, and then one of the products I found said safe for puppies and kittens. Well, kitchen, even though I don't have any baby animals, I go, then it's safe. If it's safe for a baby, it's safe for an adult. Guess what?
So you think?
Sure. And it's in so many things.
For pet products, there's not an FDA like we have for things for human consumption. And that's why so many things, I'm sorry to say this, come over from China that are poisonous to our animals. I would love to do I know I froze.
Oh my gosh. You just froze at the funny. Oh, yeah, it was
my
great.
Internet
but
is
anyway,
unstable. And I always say, I spend so much money on this. I'm like closing down my browser and things.
Yeah, good idea. Yep.
I have like the ultimate, but like one of our behavior clients pointed out to me, I live in Lancaster, South Carolina. The only game in town is Comporium. That's it.
Exactly.
So
yep.
They don't have to be stellar to get the business.
We've had that issue. Yep.
Oh, so what was I saying? I was saying
say for kittens and puppies, I went down looking, and honestly, it was hard to find ingredients. There was a section of like directions or something. I had to collapse that to find what I needed, and I finally found the ingredients, and it was too high.
Because you got something from change.org, would you have even known to look at this stuff, right?
I would not have looked at that. No.
You say, it's safe for puppies and kittens, I guess.
And then you go down further, and it says something about precautions, which no one reads, right? And it says not for kittens under 12 weeks of age. Well, if this is kittens, I'm just going to assume kittens, and I'm going to give it to the kitten, but no kittens under 12 weeks of age.
Because when kittens are abandoned by their moms and they're found when they're 3, 4, 5 weeks old, you can't give them Capstar and you can't give them Advantage. So this would be something that rescues and shelters might use.
Yeah, and the way cats groom themselves, and so now we're in big trouble. And I also found out it is incredibly toxic. At no percent is it allowed near fish. So they said if you have a fish tank and you are setting off a bomb or something, cover it with plastic wrap, something non-porous.
I was going to say, why would you give a fish flea meds? But yeah, if you bomb your house.
And then it said if you cover your dog in it. One of the products that I found, because my cats don't get baths. I know there are cats who like baths, but
no, I had fleas in my house. It can ride in on your pant leg. Yes. It can ride in on, I really think my home vet, she's going from house to house. I think one came in on her pant leg. So you can't say just because my cats don't go out, I never need to give flea meds.
Oh, no, not at all. But I was, when I'm seeing this flea shampoo, I'm like, that's nothing I'll ever use. But there are a million other things. And they said, if you have a cat dog household, as we have a dog, if you give the dog a bath, now the dog has laid on the couch, and the cat and and maybe the cat licks the dog. And it's just, they said,
would you want to give something to your dog that could kill your cat, even if you didn't have a cat? Well, how safe is it for your dog, really?
Who knows this? I mean, do people know this? Yeah. Do people know this though? And then they said, if you put it on your dog and you've got a pond out back that the dog likes to go jump in, don't do it for at least 48 hours because it'll kill the fish.
Jeez. Well, there's one brand, and I hate to call out brands, but when they're doing stuff that hurts animals, Hearts brand. Everybody in rescue knows you don't buy any flea meds or anything from Hearts. Sorry, Hearts. But it has killed. I froze again, right? It has killed.
Yeah, you did.
Many a puppy and kitten and cat and dog. So everybody knows that. Not the general public. They don't know that, right?
Right, exactly. This is something that we
Hearts,
keep,
does that have this in it? I'm guessing it would.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
I love baby. When our minds are in sync, This is Rita and Linda Unplugged. 19 Cats and Counting. We have to rein it in because we're being broadcast, FCC and all that. Here we don't. We can say whatever we want to here.
Active ingredient is Elofenprox. That surprises me. I expected to see, I don't know. I'm going to tell you in a minute. What is a...
Yeah, that's the thing. So what is that?
Honey. Atofenprox is a pyrethroid, which is a synthetic version of Pyrethrum, which is used as an insecticide.
As you say,
this is the Hearts.
Yeah, that's why.
The Hearts one. That's why.
And that's why every rescue knows don't use Hearts. But what about all these other brands that they don't know because it's a different name even? It's whatever.
Yeah. I'm I'm going to be conscious of looking for Pyrethrum, but yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's Pyrethrum, which is the natural derivative of the mom, but then they've come up with a synthetic version, like people make synthetic pot.
Sure.
They've come up with a synthetic version, and those are called pyrethroids, which is so I don't speak that language. So So yeah, I saw that I couldn't sleep last night. I couldn't sleep. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna look at my phone, clear some emails. And
what was the change.org thing about? Just usually you have to sign something. What are they doing?
Yeah, it was a petition to sign to wake people up and ban these products. This particular shampoo had been sold on Amazon and they got it taken off of Amazon. However, Amazon still, they probably
sure.
I mean, there are nothing. So this is a much broader scope than this. This is all Pyrethrum. And, like I said, I found stuff on Chewy, which I adore. And, so I'm not here to bash anyone.
I know you're kind of going all over the place a little bit.
I'm so upset.
I know you're so passionate about this. So there's something on change.org that people can sign. So I can put the link in when I post this under the description. Yes. Okay. You'll send that to me, right? Ooh, I'm frozen.
In the funniest. Your eyes are like half open. You look like you.
My connection is unstable. It tells me. I know. I'm so sorry, guys.
But yeah.
And so I was saying there's something you'll send me so I can post the link with this video.
Yes. Ooh. And and we need, I need pet parents to know because look, I'm not here to bash anyone. I mean, I bow down at the feet of Chewy. I wouldn't, they bless them.
Yeah, well, but these manufacturers that make this, you have to say they have a responsibility to know what they're doing.
Well, exactly. And you always freeze in the funniest spot. But and I, as a pet parent, fleas are just a scourge. And especially having a dog that comes in and out, we have a flea problem every year. And with 8 cats now, 11 cats.
Well, and the thing is, fleas can cause, they eat the fleas, they eat the eggs. I'm frozen again. Frozen.
You froze. So I'm just going to talk over you. So, there you are.
Okay. Yeah. So like anemia, I was saying, then they get worms. That's how they get tapeworms. They eat the fleas, they eat the eggs, and then they become anemic. And this makes your cat. So you need flea prevention. You absolutely must have it.
Yes.
I always use Advantage 2. That's a good one.
Preferred, yeah.
Well, there's another one I can't think of the name of right now that's a little better, but it's more expensive.
The good ones are always expensive, and that's the problem.
But Advantage is good.
I'm guilty of this when I going and buying the cheapest flea med I found at Pet Supplies Plus because I'm poor and no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, because I don't want to. Well, and especially when you have multi-cats, times 11 times hello 19 you've got now.
Here's the other problem. I'm on Wi-Fi on my phone. I just turned that off.
That's what it is. Yeah. Okay, so I need to write down a checklist for you before we go.
I know. I need to. Now that I have unlimited, I just need to leave it on there all the time.
Yeah, that's what I do. But I've bought cheap stuff that didn't work and then I go buy something else, but I've done it. And the one, because I started to say, I don't bath my cats. I would like to keep my face, although I know people who do, but I found one flea shampoo on there that you're supposed to put on the cat's dry fur and you rub it in all over and wipe them off the towel. And what does it have in it? Pyrethrum. And it was I
just Googled safe flea cats. Advantage 2 came up.
Good. Yeah.
Frontline came up. But there's another one that starts with that R. Revolution. That's what it is. Revolution is the gold standard. Because it'll kill the ticks, it'll kill the ear mites. They don't all get ear mites. They don't all kill the ear mites. Yeah. So that's really the best one, Revolution and Advantage 2. But they're chemicals. I know people think you think when you say it's holistic flower essence that it's safe. And that doesn't always mean that, like you said, look at the oleander plant.
Yeah.
What is made from oleander? Let me look that up.
I don't know. No, you got to look. They did not lie. This is a something that came from a plant, and they didn't lie, and that's appealing to people, including me. It's I just and it's so easy today. It's not like when I was a little kid and I'd ask my parents a question, or not even a little kid up through high school. And I'd say, what's blah, blah, blah. I look at it in encyclopedia. So, we've got Google, we've got look up, find out what the active ingredient is and type in is blah, blah, safe for cats. I'm sure there'll be lots of ads from companies that sell that, but there will also be people who have put out there this information. So
oleander is poisonous to cats too.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
Very toxic. It's not telling me what it is you make out of oleander. I know there's a certain poison.
Isn't it like,
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's poison. Don't touch. Don't eat it. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
But yeah, this is scary.
What scares me is the whole pet products industry because, as you know, my sonny passed away 2 days ago, or is it yesterday? I don't know. Time is weird. He had early
2 days
onset
ago.
diabetes, which damaged his kidneys. Okay. Recently, I had changed to a sensitive stomach formula food, not realizing, guess what it had in it? Corn gluten, sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that caused Sonny. I froze. I'm not saying that caused Sonny to become diabetic, but certainly didn't help. Then
you
when
if somebody had diabetes and you were constantly giving them an ice cream cone, that's not cool. But
when I told my vet, he said, "Yeah, you got to get rid of that." So then I posted about Sonny passing away, and I have somebody, I don't remember, one of my friends is like, you really need to get involved and be an advocate because the pet food industry, they do this, they do that, blah, blah, blah. And I know there's a lot of, I'm frozen again.
You're frozen. There you go.
Because
the pet food, yes.
Because
the pet food, you need to get involved and be an advocate because the pet food,
there's a lot of bad things. They use organ meats that aren't cleaned properly. They use a lot of byproduct stuff, things that are just junky proteins. There's a lot of websites out there. I won't get into the details, but I can't be an advocate for everything, but for things that our pets ingest, because from the pet sitting, we own Just for Cats pet sitting for close to 18 years. And we were seeing,
and she froze.
Oh, we were seeing a lot more diabetes, a lot more hypothyroidism, a lot more asthma, a lot more heart problems, a lot more cancer. It's the food, just like with us. It's the same with humans. It's the food we eat,
the food and the environment, and and you got to think about it when they're making, cat food per se. If they're going after, if we're talking a beef one, it's going to be a higher cost to buy the parts of the cow that would have been used for steak or ground beef or blah, 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 blah. But I can get those intestines we're going to throw away, and the heart and the liver, and, whatever. That's
why some of those foods cost more. But, sadly, my cats don't like the expensive food.
I know.
They like Fancy Feast. And my vet actually said there's nothing wrong with Fancy Feast.
Yeah.
He even gave me a list of the types that were okay for a diabetic cat. So it's you don't always have to buy the most expensive, but I think the dry food is the stuff that's got most of the issues.
I agree with you because, I had told you about that food because I had a cat with digestive issues and it had solved our problem, and I was, hallelujah, praise the Lord. And then I find out so then I also was buying that same brand of wet food. It's very reasonable. It's sensitive skin and stomach. So all of a sudden I'm like, am I going to have to change that too? And I looked and no, it's fine. I mean, you don't want to get, I think your vet had told you don't want to get the gravy. You want to get the pate is best, but so I'm fine. It's not the brand, it's not the type. It's, you got to look at the
problem with the gravy is there's some kind of gluten in there that makes the gravy thick, like when you make gravy and you got to put flour in it, it's the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. You got to have a thickening agent.
I would love to be able to make my own cat food, but the thing with that, and some people do, you have to watch, like I had a friend who fed his cat just canned tuna. That's not good because they're not getting the the lysine
taurine,
that they need, and taurine. Thank you. They're not getting a lot of those things that their bodies can't manufacture that they need to get from their food.
I don't know if you remember, we had a guy reach out to us when you first got on, maybe Instagram, I don't know, and he'd just gotten a kitten, and he'd had this cat and he loved this cat, and he decided to do what's best for the cat and make all his own food. So, and I get it. His heart was 100%. Cat lived off chicken and meats that he cooked and fed to the cat. Well, the cat died because it didn't have the taurine in it. And I felt terrible because he's blaming himself. Right. And so I'm trying to gently say, you need to add cat, without saying you killed your cat. Because, the poor guy feels badly enough. And and that's exactly what got me upset about this pyrethrum. This is in all these products. It says it's safe. It says it's from a flower. It's being sold by a company you trust, like Chewy, or, Amazon gets a lot of my business too, but a business like Chewy or Petco
and PetSmart, they all sell the same thing.
A business like that tells me you are focused on the pets, and so we're good. And it's just too easy to make that mistake. And
I would love to do this conversation on 19 Cats and Counting and get a vet involved.
Yep.
I'm trying to. I'm so busy. I haven't had time to. I'm taking a nutrition course. It's a vet level nutrition course.
Yeah.
I'd like to finish getting through it, but even that is not going to teach us about.
Yeah. She froze. We're doing the she froze dance. She froze.
I know, it's really getting annoying.
Dance. Oh, sorry. I was doing the she froze dance.
I'm glad it didn't do this while we just had that 2-hour behavior call.
I know that would have driven me nuts.
But what I was saying is that course probably is not going to teach me about pyrethrum. It's going to teach me what the cats need, not what they don't need.
I really hate to say this is a big pain in the neck, but I've just decided that anytime I do anything, I need to research, I need to research every ingredient in it. The first ingredient is what they're the first ingredient is water. There's more water in there than any other ingredient. So check the first 3 or 4, or if it says active ingredient, like that one I just looked up with that Eto whatever, and we didn't know what it was. Oh, the heart's flea medication. It just says active ingredient Eto whatever, and it doesn't even list the other ingredients. But
is that even legal? Well, I guess because it's not a human.
It's for a cat. Yeah, makes me mad. But so I really think even if you just look up that, and if you type into this, is pyrethrum safe for cats, you're gonna get people who have posted about this. As a matter of fact, I found VCA hospital, veterinarian hospital, VCA, isn't that one of them that's in LA area?
Yeah, there's also one of my vets became a VCA, so they're nationwide.
Oh, okay.
It's like the umbrella that the individual ones go under.
I get it. Yep. He did not about pyrethrum and how dangerous this can kill your cats, and they said you're frozen funny. Okay, sorry. They said
Linda
it all can happen so fast.
Talk a lot.
I know. Like, well, you froze. I was like, I have ADD. Not diagnosed. I diagnosed myself.
I have cat ADD because I'm watching my cat right now.
Tell me about it. But so they said it can cause neurological problems. It can cause seizures, blah, blah, blah. The way to save your cat, if it's exposed to this, is immediately washing it with a good dish soap, like Dawn dish soap that removes everything. But then they're going to have to check the blood levels. They're going to have to do fluids to try to flush it out. I mean, you've got to get that.
Do they have to induce vomiting even?
I don't think I saw that on there.
Because there's ways to do that in a cat.
Fast, but
the most important thing is getting the cat to the vet.
A lot of things like that. Yeah, a lot of things like that. If you induce vomiting, it causes problems back on the way up. And
most important thing is getting them to the vet. That's the most important thing.
Yes. And what's scary is if you live in a smaller town like I do, there's no 24-hour vet. And
the closest one to me is 30 miles.
By the time you notice it,
I know.
We were very blessed looking back that our sitter that went that day did not put on the flea meds before she left, because that cat
was that. I don't remember who it was. Was that?
I don't remember who it was. I honestly don't remember who it was, but yeah, I remember. And the vet said it had a reaction to something. Well, yeah, it did.
To this. I'm sure it was this.
And like I said, they did not say it's a problem for putting it on. They said it was ingesting, but things go through your skin, things you put, I kind of went off my nut on makeup and stuff for a while there, because there's toxins and stuff, endocrine disruptors, hormonal disruptors and stuff, and it seeps through your skin. So,
well, we both use Unique now because it doesn't have any of that stuff.
Yes, exactly. And cats' skin is thinner than ours.
Right. Especially as they age.
So I did not read this, but I'm going to tell you, yes, the answer is yes. It will go through their skin because
of course it will. Otherwise the transdermals wouldn't work.
Exactly. Yeah. And their liver cats' livers are very different in physiology from people and from dogs, and they cannot process it. So
the takeaway is read the ingredients, research what they are. If you're going to put something on your cat, we look at everything that we recommend. We make sure it's work on with our cats. Our cats are fine. We don't recommend anything that hasn't been tried by us or that we haven't researched thoroughly. But there's so many products out there.
We can't cover it all. And that's why I was like, I want to do this now, and I want you to post it. When you post it, I want you to say, please, if you are a cat parent, this could save your cat's life. Read this, darn
I need to do an eye contact blast today about 19 cats and counting. I'll include this in that too.
Good.
I think I'll take another break before we do that, because it's been nonstop today. I just finished my article for Catster. I just turned that in. I have to do that write up for that behavior guy. we're busy here. We do a lot of stuff. Of course, we're not getting paid for a lot of it.
Yeah.
We don't get paid to do this. So we don't have
because
sponsors.
we want to help the cats. Yeah.
Right. This is
this
is our time. What?
So that all these Zoom meetings and everything I do, I'm wearing pajama pants.
Today I'm not wearing
because I'm
pants.
home. Yeah, well, I've done that too. I've often thought if I
got those habits
underwear,
from you.
but no one knows. But yeah, I know. So as soon as we got off the behavior session, I had to run Cameron to work because Nikki's not feeling well from her COVID shot. And I thought, I'm walking in my backyard, getting in the car. It's fine. So I get in the car and he comes out and he's 16. Can I drive? Okay.
So I get out and I let him in. Driving.
Yeah. So we pull up at McDonald's and he gets out and all of a sudden I go, I have to get out of my car and walk around.
Let everybody see your pajama pants.
In my pajama pants.
Do they have cats on them?
Actually, no. My favorite ones are in the wash. These are unicorns and say today's the day.
Okay.
So, yeah. I'm looking good, babe.
Look at the crazy lady with the unicorn pants on.
Cat shirt.
And the cat shirt.
And a cat shirt.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that was very attractive. And flip-flops.
And you live in a small town, so it's probably for sure somebody who knows you saw you.
And hi, it's a Second Street McDonald's. There's people there. Well, and then as Cameron got out of the car, one of his coworkers, I hope it wasn't a manager, one of his coworkers walks up. That's my mom. Oh, is that your mom? Shut up, Cameron. No, I'm the maid. I'm the neighbor. I'm anyone but your mom. I'm wearing pajamas. So
there's other time the kids don't want to be seen with their parents, and here he's introducing you when you don't.
Yeah, just act like I'm the chauffeur, like you usually do. You know, hormone on that job, but no. So I'm like, I looked at her and I'm like, nice to meet you.
Now I want the car. Now I want a Big Mac.
No, the crispy chicken deluxe. Y'all haven't tried the crispy chicken deluxe. I'm a fan.
My DoorDash stopped delivering except for 3 places to my address. So if I want it, I gotta go get it.
But use the app and park, so at least they take it out too.
Oh, right. That's true.
All right.
Not today, but we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
And I'll post the link to the change.org petition.
Thank you.
And I will in that what I write, I'll spell out Pyrethrum. You guys Google it, look it up for yourself. Decide for yourself if you want to take the risk. I don't.
And as we discovered on air, pyrethrum in synthetic form, which is still just as dangerous, can go under other names like that, Eto, whatever. So I would just really suggest.
Yeah. Anything you're going to give your cat, just check it out. Check out the ingredients.
Cats are dying. And you put a flea medication on your cat. I don't know how I'd live with myself, even though it's not your fault.
I would love to have a line. Anybody listening, I would love to have a line of safe cat food and safe cat products, but of course we need help making those. Yep. So if anybody's interested, they want to put someone's name on it, we're ready.
Please. Yeah. And anybody, if you like this video, please share it. Please subscribe to our channel so that, because, as things pop out, I mean, seriously, this happened in the middle of the night and I'm like, Rita, get on the, So yeah, we finished the behavior session. I ran Cameron. I went to the bathroom and we got on lipstick a little bit.
Mine too. Not all of our Let's Talk Cats are serious. Some of them are funny.
Yeah, this is true. But I really want to reach as many people, especially, I saw that and I just panicked and I want the world to know. So please, and give it a thumbs up, heart and thumbs up, the ones that you really like. If you have comments, if you have questions, we always go in and read and
and visit us at RitaRomers.com. Thank you so much. Woo!
All right. Thanks for trusting me and jumping on. Bye.